Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to share some ways to get the best possible fuel economy on your Lincoln MKZ Hybrid. I've owned this vehicle for about 5 years now, and I've learned some great ways on how to maximize efficiency over the years. If you are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and show your support to my channel. My channel has grown significantly and it's all thanks to you guys for showing your support. If you want to connect with other Lincoln MKZ owners, check out the Real Lincoln MKZ Facebook enthusiast group online, which I will leave a link in the description below. Also, please make sure to check out my second YouTube channel where I travel to new places with my Lincoln MKZ and document the roads. Link in the description below. Let's get on with the video. Let's talk about climate control. If you have the heat on in your vehicle, your engine will be on for most of your commute, which decreases the fuel economy significantly. Most of the times I use the heated seats and the steering wheel, so I don't really end up using the heater, which saves me a lot of fuel. But on super cold days, it's important to warm up your car. I do warm up my car on the colder days, but I set my interior temperature to about 16 degrees Celsius. Then once the car is rolling and the engine is fully warmed up, I increase the temperature to about 22 degrees Celsius. This way the engine gets to warm up and shut off within 2 minutes. Whereas if you set the temperature to 22 degrees Celsius right off the bat, the engine will be on for longer than 2 minutes just to reach that optimal temperature inside the cabin, which in turn uses a lot of fuel. I also like to mention that when the heat is on, you can't fully use the hybrid battery power because when the hybrid battery gets low, the gas engine will kick on just to warm up the engine to provide heat in the cabin. But if the heater is off, you can use more of the hybrid battery power without having the engine kicking in, thus saving a lot of fuel. So right now I'm lowering my temperature to low, and immediately the gas engine shuts off and is running on the battery power. I always set it to low because I like having airflow inside the cabin while I drive. You can also turn off the HVAC if you don't want any airflow inside the cabin. Either way, the engine will stop running. So the takeaway message is, if you're doing shorter trips, you might as well just use the heated seats and steering wheel and you can get away with that. But if you're doing longer commutes, try to set a lower heating temperature or wait till the engine is fully warmed up to set your desired temperature. Engine braking. All hybrids come with hill descent control, which is this button right there. What this does is use your engine to slow and maintain a constant speed when going downhill. This way you don't have to ride your brakes going downhill, and your hybrid battery will get fully charged as well during this process. No fuel is being used while using the engine braking. Modern computer-equipped cars and trucks always shut off the fuel flow completely when you lift your foot off the accelerator pedal. And the fuel only starts to flow again as the engine revs drop down close to the normal idle revs, or if you press the accelerator pedal again. I will show you folks how this works. I'm going to be going downhill and we'll show what's going on in the energy monitor. I'm going to go downhill right now with hill assist on. Once I start going downhill, you'll hear the engine kick on, but like I mentioned before, it's not using any fuel, and it will show you on the screen here. If it's using fuel, there will be a solid flowing line on the screen between where it says fuel and engine. But notice where the engine's energy is going towards right now. It's really cool stuff, and I always keep hill descent on because there's a lot of hills in my area, so I want to take full advantage of it to increase my fuel economy. Accelerating lightly. Accelerating lightly will use the hybrid battery instead of the engine. Especially in the city, bumper-to-bumper traffic, you can get away with using only the hybrid battery for a good chunk of your commute. It's easier to use the battery on flatter roads like the one I'm driving on right now, but with steeper grades your engine will come on. This leads to my next tip, which is the opposite to what I just said, and that is to accelerate fast and let go of the gas and coast with the help of the battery. So here I'm accelerating to normal speeds, then I'm going to let go of the gas and use the hybrid battery power to maintain that speed. The main goal here is to minimize the time that the engine is on. So this acceleration method really helps me get good fuel economy. Obviously your gas engine will turn on when the battery is low, but when the engine is on under normal acceleration, the battery will charge up too. If you're accelerating very hard, both the engine and electric power will assist you. If your commute is on the highway most of the time, like myself, go to the menu on the instrument cluster and turn on Eco Cruise. This mode maximizes the use of the hybrid battery when your cruise control is set on. Right now, the cruise control is set to 62 kilometers per hour, and as you can see, the cruise control system is only using the electric power right now to maintain speed. Even at higher speeds, the Eco Cruise system will switch between electric and gasoline power whenever it gets the chance, and thus it further maximizes your fuel economy. Don't be like me. Keep your car clean. Dirt, mud, and bugs on the exterior of your vehicle creates drags that over long distances hurts your MPG. Keeping your vehicle washed and waxed reduces your vehicle's aerodynamic drag, thus improving fuel economy. The coefficient of drag is dependent on the surface finish and smoothness of the object. Without getting too far into complex math, you generally want to have a smooth surface finish to have the lowest coefficient of drag. Car surfaces are generally very smooth, while dirt and mud is not. Last but not least, braking. If you didn't know, the hybrids use regenerative braking, which can recover more than 90% of energy, sending it back to the battery to be stored for later use. When you apply brakes in a conventional vehicle, kinetic energy is lost due to friction, but not with hybrid vehicles. The best way to max out the advantage of regen braking is to anticipate stops whenever possible and apply small, smooth amounts of pressure to get the regen going. This is the best way to get your storage back up. Stopping harder also uses regen, but it shortens the amount of time you are charging the battery. So you're not going to be storing that much energy back into the battery if you stop very fast or quick. As you use regen and watch your battery level indicator, you will learn what is the best. I like to use slow, smooth stops, anticipating the stops as soon as possible without holding up traffic. If someone passes me so I can stop behind them at the light, so be it. But I try not to annoy people on the road with me, so you just gotta be mindful. That's going to be it for today's video, folks. Hope you found this helpful and hope it helps you save some money. See you all next time.